how sweet karma is. In the 6th inning, the Mets did eventually take the lead on a play that could only happen to the Chicago Cubs, in which Conforto struck out, but the pitch went to the backstop. Cespedes scored the go-ahead run at the time to make it 3-2. But on the next play, there was a ball hit that Dexter Fowler misplayed in right field. Ball rolled to the ivy, and I mean it rolled to the ivy. Barely sat there, but Dexter Fowler apparently couldn't find it in 2 feet of grass, so the Mets didn't get that extra run. Well, fast forward to the 7th inning, and the Mets did get a run after Kyle Schwarber misplayed a ball. Couldn't hide it in the ivy that time, so the Mets take a 4-2 lead. Now it's 5-2 in the top of the 8th inning, and I am pretty excited about what could hopefully be a series-defining win for these Mets here. And that is caught for the first out of the 8th inning. Like I said, I was so mad about that ivy play because it's just crap. There was no ivy there, but anyway. It's all gone now. Mets have a 5-2 lead, and that is something that I love about this team, that I loved about the 2013 Red Sox. When something gets them down, they get right back up and say, you know what? We should have had that run, but that's fine. We'll get our own run, and they got 2 more runs. So, take that, karma. Take that, Cubs, and take that, Wrigley. Yeah, it's not even about liking the Mets right now. It's just about hating crap like that. Whether there's Chase Utley or a bunch of stinking ivy. Going to win this game, you're going to win it the right way. And that's what the Mets are doing here, scoring more than enough runs to win the game. Their pitching has been phenomenal the entire way. Really hard to not like what you've seen from this Mets team. And I'm not even a Mets fan. I mean, I am, rooting for the Mets, but I am a Red Sox fan. And this is just such a contrast from what I'm used to, watching the Red Sox just dog it for an entire year, 2 years now. That one is hit to first, and he will be the second out of the inning, so Flores retired at first. 2 outs in the 8th. Familia hopefully waiting in the 9th to close this out for the Mets would be a huge win to put them up 3-0 and hopefully send them to their first World Series in 15 years. But we'll see if that happens. Right now, it's still 2-0 Mets in the series. 5-2 in the game here in the 8th inning now. Just still kind of getting over that ivy crap that went on. But that, to me, is another rallying point for New York, and hopefully one that ends up sending them to the Fall Classic. Because they really deserve it, the way they've played against some really good competition. I mean, Dodgers' staff is amazing. The Cubs are an all-around team. I mean, pitching and hitting. And, wow. That pitch was outside. That's a strike? Really? See, this is what I mean about just crap that happens in baseball games. I mean, there is a lot to get mad about besides what happens between the lines. That ball is fouled, 0-2. Oh, the umpires can catch the ball better than they can call it, which isn't hard to do. Yeah, I really don't like umpires. I don't like umpires, and I don't like players that dog it. And that's exactly what Dexter Fowler did. He knew very well where that ball was. I'm sorry. But you know what? I mean, if he wants to avoid that from happening, just make the stinking play to begin with, and we're not having this conversation. But it's all in the past now. That was outside. I'm glad that wasn't a strike, because that would have really sent me over the edge. Even when the Mets are winning, I'm mad, just because of some of the stuff that goes on here. Between the umpires and just bullcrap rules and things that just really stick with me. The logic or lack thereof. That's a strike. So the Mets are retired 1-2-3, going to the bottom of the 8th, and the Mets try to keep that lead.